Okay, jQuery sliding methods. Using these sliding methods, you can slide the HTML elements, slide down, slide up, or slide toggle. Using jQuery, you can create a sliding effect on HTML elements. We have three sliding effects: slide down, slide up, and slide toggle. Using slide down event method, you can slide down, apply the slide down method to the HTML element. Use it to slide down an element. Here is the syntax for slide down method: dollar symbol, selector, your HTML element here, dot slide down method, and here also speed and callback parameters is there, optional parameters, both are. Okay, speed parameter specifies the duration of the effect, and callback function is executed after the slide down method completes. Okay, slide down here. Here is the code. Here I have two divs. First div displaying click to slide down panel, and second div panel hello world content is there. When I'm clicking on this div, okay, this div slide down, apply to this div slide down method. So here return styles, panel, and flip. Okay, this is the flip div ID and panel div ID, and both are applying same styles here: padding 5 pixel, text align, okay, background color, border width, margin applied here. For panel div applied here, display style none. So first time this div in display none mode. So when I'm clicking on this first div, second div apply to the slide down method using jQuery. So here script dollar symbol, flip method, flip ID, first div ID, and I'm clicking on this div, first div, apply click event handler to the div in function, dollar symbol, panel, second div, panel, and slide down method. Here given 4 seconds time duration, and success function, callback function. After complete the slide down method, success function will executed. So here clicking on this first button, first div, a second div, applied 4 seconds slide down method. Okay, here given 4 seconds, so in 4 seconds slide down will execute. After that callback function is executed. So this is the slide down method. So just you have to give the slide down method, and here you have to follow the syntax. Okay, D is the caps here, and fade in, fade out also same. Okay, fade in, fade out, fade in, fade out I caps, and fade out O caps. Okay, second word is the caps letter, and next is success function. So this is the slide down method, and the slide up method is applied to the div slide up. Okay, slide up an element. Using slide up method used to slide up an element. This is the syntax: slide up and speed and callback parameters. Okay, here also see you use a caps letter. Okay, from second word onwards you have to use caps letters. In slide down or slide up. Okay, here same. And fade in, fade out, fade to method also given T caps, and fade toggle T caps, fade in I caps, fade out O caps. Okay, so you have to follow that one. Slide up method example. So here first time displaying two divs. When I'm clicking on first div, okay, hello world div element slide up. Okay, apply the slide effect. Okay, this is completed. So here I did not return uh, callback function. So here two divs is there, first div and second div. First div, second div, background color, border colors applied, and second div, okay, only padding is there, 50 pixel, and style display not there here. For slide down event, we have to use here display none style. For slide up event, no need to write display none. So here panel first div, and I'm clicking on first div, upload click event handler and function panel div id and slide up 4 seconds. Here we can write success function. Function. Okay, after complete the slide up method, callback function will be executed. Okay, it's completed. So like this we can apply the slide up method. And next slide down, slide up, slide toggle. And slide toggle means applied two methods, slide up and slide down. Both events working here in slide down method. The slide toggle method toggles between the slide up, down and slide up methods. These both methods will be executed in slide toggle method. If the elements have been slide down, slide toggle will slide up them. If the elements have been slide up, slide toggle method will slide them up. Slide them down. Here we have to apply slide toggle method and speed callback parameters. Here here we need to write the CSS styles like a slide down. Okay, like slide down method, display none method also is there, and two divs is there. And here applied slide toggle method and 3 seconds is given. So first time it is not displayed. When I'm clicking on this first div, Okay, this is slide down, and I'm clicking on this first div, second div slide up, and again slide down. Okay, again slide up. So both events will work using slide toggle method. And next, jQuery animations. The animate method lets you create custom animations. Here we have to apply the CSS style properties as a parameters for animate method, and the speed callback parameters also is there, two parameters, and params parameter is the CSS properties. Okay, we can give the different and number of styles CSS styles here using flower bracket. The required params parameter defines the CSS properties to be animated. One second. Here required parameters defines CSS properties, number of properties, and optional speed and callback parameters is optional. Here in animate method you have to must and should give to and parameters. So here simple example is when I'm clicking on the button, okay, div will animate and given CSS property left 250 pixel. So this div move to, okay, left 250 pixel. So here first button is there, and here box, and this is the animation box. When I'm clicking on this button, div height and move to the right side. Okay, height also changed and move to the right side. Here the style is okay. This is the default styles. Okay, background and height, width, position absolute. When I'm clicking on this button, apply animation method left 250 pixel, and opacity changed here 0.5, and height width also changed here, and here for 4 seconds. Now after complete the callback function. So here like this we can apply the CSS styles here in animation method params parameter. You have to give flower bracket to give the multiple CSS properties, and these are the callback optional parameters, callback and speed parameters. And here we can stop the animations using stop method. Okay, like slide down or slide up, slide toggle events also, methods also we can stop using stop method. Here the JQuery stop method used to stop animations or effects before it is finished. Before it is finished, we can stop the animation. Mm. Okay, animation or slide down, slide up. Okay, using stop method, you can stop the animations or effects. Here is the syntax for stop method. Here is selector and stop method and stop all, go to end. Okay, optional stop all parameters specifies whether also the animation queue should be cleared or not, and default is false, which means that only the active animation will be stopped. Okay, active animation will be stopped here, and go to end parameter specifies whether or not to complete the current animation immediately. Okay, default is false, default value false, and stop all also default value false. Okay, here stop animation. When I'm clicking on this div, slide down and method is working here. When I'm clicking on this stop sliding button, the animation is stopped here. Here div sliding, clicking stop button. Okay, animation completed. Okay, stopped here. Okay, when I'm clicking on it again here, slide down method working. Okay, stopped. Okay, again it's working. Slide down. Stop animation code. Here stop button is there. One stop button and two divs. When I'm clicking on this button div, this second div will be slide down. Okay, when I'm clicking on this stop button, this slide down method, okay, is stopped. Okay, for this, click here, flip div. When I'm clicking on the first div, panel second div is slide down in 5 seconds. When I'm clicking on the first stop button, okay, panel div is stopped here. Okay, we can give the here directly stop method. Okay, animation should be stopped here. Okay, keep clicking here, working here, and stopped. Again clicking here, it's running. Again stopped here. Again click here, working. Stop. So like that, we can stop this animations. Like that, we can apply the animation also. Okay, for the here the animation also we can apply stop method. Next, callback functions. Already explained here callback functions. JavaScript statements are executed line by line. However, with effects, the next line of code can be run even though the effect is not finished. Okay? This can create errors. Without complete the effect, JavaScript completes executed line by line statements without to complete the effect. So you will get the errors. So for that we have to use callback functions. After complete the effect, next statements will execute. So to prevent this, you can create the callback function. Callback function is executed after the current effect is finished. Without effect is finished, uh, if second statement, next statement is it's if work, we will get the errors. So we need to use callback functions. So already explained here speed and callback functions. Okay, after complete the hide method and callback function is executed. And next, jQuery chaining. Chaining means we can apply the different methods in single line, single statement, like a slide up or slide down. Two methods is there. These two methods we can apply in single statement. Okay, this is the jQuery chaining. You can chain together actions or methods. Chaining allows us to run multiple jQuery methods, okay, within a single statement. Okay, we can define multiple jQuery methods in a single statement. Example is here I have two paragraphs is there and button is there. When I'm clicking on this button, when I'm clicking on this button, upload first paragraph, slide up and slide down. Two events, two methods. Okay, and CSS method also applied here. Style applied here and slide up, slide down. Okay, three methods applied here. Okay, this is the chaining. In normally we are written styles here and jQuery statements, right? Comma and dollar symbol again, dollar symbol dash p1. Okay, this is the normal. Normally we are written. So this is the chaining method to apply multiple methods in single statement. So if you want to apply the CSS styles for HTML element, you need to use CSS method. CSS method. In CSS method, we have to use flower bracket, and give the multiple CSS properties within flower bracket. So here, clicking here, okay, applied CSS styles and slide down and slide up events is there. Okay, both methods are working here. First div, slide up and slide down, and second div, first paragraph, slide up and slide down. Second paragraph, applied color blue and font size 200%. Okay, first paragraph, applied color red and slide up and slide down. Okay, these are the normal styles. When I'm clicking on this button, upload red color and slide up, slide down. And second paragraph, blue color and font size has changed. Using chaining method, we can execute multiple methods in single statement. For DOM manipulation, here we have text, HTML and val methods. Using these three methods, we can get the value from HTML element. Okay, we can assign the value to the HTML element using these three methods. Okay, text method sets or returns the text content of selected element. we can set or return to the HTML element, and HTML sets or return the content of the selected element, including HTML markup also. Okay, if we suppose we have one paragraph like P. Okay, this is my content. Okay, this is my content. In first text method, this text method uh, sets or return, okay, content for selected P element. Okay, we can get this content using this text method, or we can assign this text content from jQuery to this paragraph. Okay, if we have HTML markup elements is there in paragraph like bold text, okay, be here for bold, only content is written here from using text method. Okay, this b tag is not returned. So if you use text HTML method, total content is returned with, okay, with b element also. And here val sets are return the value of HTML form fields. Form fields means input elements, text boxes like we can get the text box value using val method. Here text and HTML example, text method and HTML method. Here I have paragraph is there. Okay, paragraph with ID test, and in this paragraph some content is there. This is some bold text in a paragraph. For bold applied here bold mm, markup element, okay, markup tag bold element. So when I'm clicking on the first button show text, okay, this button executed text method, so it's written only text. This is some bold text in a paragraph without, okay, b element. First button in alert box. Okay, in alert box written dollar symbol and hash text, idea of the paragraph, and here test method. And second button, okay, when clicking on this button alert box paragraph id and HTML method. This HTML method returns total content of the paragraph with bold element also. So here this paragraph show text method, okay, this is some bold text in a paragraph, only content is displayed here, only text is displayed, no elements is there. When I'm clicking on this button HTML elements also get displayed here. So this is the text and HTML methods example. And next val return the form fields. Val here here jQuery text is there in text box. When I'm clicking on this button, okay, value jQuery is displayed here, okay, jQuery. So this value method this value method get the data from value from input to controls. Okay, jQuery text is there in text box. Clicking on this button, alert box will display here. In alert box, dollar symbol, text box ID test and dot value. In JavaScript, if you want to get the text from input control, we need to write like where text value equal to document dot get element by id. Okay, id test dot value. Okay, in javascript you have to write like this. Okay, to get the value from text box. In jQuery we need to write like this simple statement. Okay, id of the element and dot val method, only val, not value. So okay, here in jQuery, if you want to add HTML elements in our document using jQuery, we can use append, prepend, after and before methods to add the HTML elements to the content, to the document in runtime. So uh, here these are the four methods to apply to add the HTML element or content. Okay, in runtime, using append method, we can insert the content. Okay, at the end of the selected elements. Suppose we have one paragraph or div, any element. Already some content is there. Okay, in paragraph, using append method, we can insert the some more content using the append method. Inserts content at the end of the selected element. Okay, at the end of the selected element. So here it's applied. Okay, remaining content using append. Prepend method, you can insert the content at the beginning of the selected elements. Okay, here upload here. Okay, we can insert the content here using prepend method. Using append method, we can we can insert the content after the paragraph. Okay, after the end of the selected element. Okay, here two buttons is there, two paragraphs and another list, and two buttons append and prepend. Okay, only append. Using append method, you can insert the content at the end of the statement. When I'm clicking on the first button, so here paragraph, taken paragraph element. Okay, and append method, append and append method some content. Okay, and here when I'm clicking on the second button, applied. Okay, another list item to the another list. Already three list items is there. Okay, fourth list item also we can add using append method. So click button for OL unordered list and appended item. Here first clicking append text. So here applied here for 2 paragraphs appended text. So see here in paragraph only applied here, okay, bold text and Sunil appended text. Okay, in paragraph only after complete the content, complete the statement, this is added, and second paragraph also same. And another list we need to click here. So in another list also fourth item added here. Okay, fourth item. So using this append method, we can add the HTML elements or content at the end of the statement. Okay, using prepend method, you can apply the beginning of the statement. Okay, prepend at the end starting here applied buttons and list item also applied. So like this we can apply the HTML elements like button also. Okay, and here prepend item applied in at the starting of the statement. In prepend item in first paragraph added button. So like this we can add the HTML elements or any some content also we can add using prepend or append. Okay, through jQuery. And next after and before methods insert the content after complete the element. Okay, content after the selected element. Append and prepend insert the content after and before insert content after the selected element. Okay, here at the end of the selected element, here beginning of the selected element, here after the selected element, after the before the selected element, and after before, here one image is there, insert before. Okay, uh, one text box is added here, insert after, another text box is added here. So this is the example. One image control is there, image control or any control. Okay, you can take anything. Here take an image control. When I'm clicking on first button, insert before, applied input control. Okay, before image control. Okay, before image control at the starting in this place. Here input control added here, and here when I'm clicking on the second button after, next text box added here in this place. Okay, after the HTML element. So this is the difference between these four methods. Okay, append, prepend, and after before. Okay, before text box and after text box is added here. If you see the inspect element code, image before one text box is added, after image one text box added. So this is the difference between these four methods. Append and prepend insert the content in the at the end, starting of the element and the end of the element, and after before the element and after the element. And here JavaScript remove and empty methods is there. Using this remove and empty methods, we can remove the elements, okay, from document, HTML document, or we can empty the elements. Okay, to remove elements and content, there are mainly two JQuery methods: remove and empty. Remove the selected element, removes the selected element and its child elements. Okay, and its child elements also removed here. Empty method removes the child elements from the selected element. Okay, only selected elements removed here. Child elements. Suppose if we have one div element, okay, one div element is there. In this div element, we have one input, okay, input control type equal to text. Okay, one text box is there. If we use remove method, removes entire total div, okay, with the child items also. If we use empty method, removes only, okay, this text box only, okay, removes the child elements only. Remove the child elements from the select element. This is the select element. Removes only child elements. If we use remove method for select element, total entire div removes from content. Remove method. So here I have one div here. In this div, some content is there and two paragraphs also is there. When I'm clicking on this button, okay, used here remove method for select element. Select element is div. ID of the element div1. A total entire div is removed from the content. So this is the content here. See here inspect element, div is there. Okay, when I'm clicking on this button, div is removed from document. So see here, there is no div element. So like this we can remove the HTML elements. If we use empty method, okay, same div is there and same button is there. Here for ID of the div, use it here and empty method. In before example, here use remove method. In this example, use empty method. Empty method removes only child elements of the selected element. So div content is here. So total div is there and button. When I'm clicking on the button, only child div elements, okay, child elements of the div only removed from document. So div element is empty now. So that is the empty method. The remove method also accepts one parameter which allows you to filter the elements to be removed. Okay, you can filter the remove method, which element we have to remove from content. So here filter remove method syntax, here on paragraph is there. In paragraph only which element has text class removed from this content. Okay, suppose filter remove method, in this example 3 paragraphs is there and button also is there. When I'm clicking on this button, here filter remove. Okay, we can give the parameter here remove method. In remove method given here, uh, we need to write here dot test. Okay, using class attribute, removing from content. Okay, which element has class name equal to test. Okay, remove from the content. Okay, 2 paragraphs are removed from content. Okay, one paragraph is there without any class. So which element has class name equal to test removed from content. So like this we can give the which element we have to remove, id selector or class selector we can use here using id or class or element. So next, in jQuery we can apply the classes to the HTML elements, CSS classes to the HTML elements, and we can remove the CSS classes from HTML elements using add class method and remove class method. Using add class method, we can add classes to the selected elements, CSS classes, and remove method removes one or more classes from the selected elements. Okay, we can assign the CSS classes to the HTML elements using add class method. So here one HTML h1 element is there and div element and button. When I am clicking on this button, we need to apply CSS styles through jQuery. Okay, already here written CSS styles. Okay, important and blue styles. Two classes is there. These two classes we can apply using jQuery add class method. So when I'm clicking on this button, okay, for h1 element add class equal to in bracket we need to give the class name here without dot without dot. Okay, we are applying here only class name, and for div element we are adding class important class. Yeah, this is the important class. So using this add class method we can add the CSS classes to the HTML elements. Already styles is there. Okay, styles is there. He added these styles to the HTML elements. There is no styles in first. First time when I'm running this form, there is no styles here. Okay, h1 and div. When I'm clicking on this button, apply CSS styles. Okay, class blue and class important. Okay, heading blue color and important some class. Okay, this is the add class method. Important class font weight bold, font size XX large, and color, and for applied blue class for h1 element, color blue, and text decoration underline. So text decoration underline is there. Using add class, you can add the CSS classes to the HTML elements. And remove class, you can remove the CSS classes from HTML elements. Okay, already classes is there for header element. We have same classes is there. Okay, h1 element, h2, and a paragraph, and another paragraph is there. When I'm clicking on this button, remove CSS styles from HTML elements. Okay, only class attribute is there. Class attribute is empty. Okay, there is no style. Here already applied here CSS styles. Okay, h1 for h1 applied blue style, and h2 also blue style, and paragraph also blue style. Okay, for paragraph we can apply here important class. Okay, for h1 and h2 we need to remove class using remove class blue method, blue class. Okay, only these two headings are removed classes. Okay, these two classes are removed and this class is there. Okay, and font weight bold access large is there. So using this remove class, you can remove the CSS styles from HTML elements, and toggle class is there. Using this toggle class, we can apply, add or remove CSS styles to the HTML elements. Selected elements, toggle between adding or remove classes from the selected elements. Okay, toggle class. Okay, here one style is there, class blue class name is blue, and color applied blue. You are applying for these paragraphs. Okay, using toggle method, and we can remove the method class from HTML elements using toggle class. We can remove or we can add this class to the elements. Okay, here clicking toggle button, apply CSS style, and again clicking here, remove CSS style. Okay, toggle means apply both methods. Okay, empty styles is there, empty classes. Using this method, apply CSS style class and remove here. So like that, you can add or remove CSS styles. And here one more method is there, CSS method. Already this CSS method explained here. Okay, using this CSS method we can apply the CSS styles from JQuery. Okay, in this example, uh, you need to write like dollar symbol, paragraph, write CSS. In this bracket we need to give flower bracket, and here color, okay, red, and one more thing, and we can give the number of CSS properties like this, okay, in flower bracket. Slide up, slide toggle, and chaining is there. So like this we can write the number of styles, okay, using this CSS method. This is the example for CSS method. We can apply CSS styles using the CSS jQuery CSS method. Okay, we don't need to write any CSS classes. So like using CSS method we can apply styles. So you need to here write in double quotes or single quotes, okay, properties and values. In between two properties we need to give comma, okay. So this is the today concepts, and tomorrow we will I will explain Ajax calls using jQuery, okay, how to retrieve the data from database, okay. I will explain that. Today your assignments is